In July 2022, I spent over 250 grand on inventory, and if that sounds crazy to you, I promise you it sounds crazy to me because just 3 years ago, I was just getting my first sales. Literally this week, 3 years ago, was right when I started getting my first couple sales, some textbooks here and there, and everything like that. So it's pretty cool to see how far I've come, and it's all documented on my Instagram. So 250 grand of spend in July is going to translate to right around $500,000 in sales the next 45 to 60 days in my Amazon store. All that was bought via online arbitrage on that. So I'm excited to walk through exactly how I did it in this video, talk through some different stuff as well. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and let's jump inside my screen and break down how I spent 250 grand on products in 1 month. And also, more importantly, let me know what you guys think of the haircut in the comments below. Also want to add, before we get in this video, if you're interested in working with me closely to grow your online arbitrage business, I would highly recommend you check the link in the description and apply for my coach program where we work together. I show you all the coupons I like to use, the exact systems. We source together live and look at specific items. So if you're really interested in growing your online arbitrage business, it's a place to be. So feel free to schedule time down below. You'll need to apply. We'll need to speak on the phone to make sure you're qualified, make sure you can actually succeed with it. And let's check that out down below. And let's talk about spending 250 grand in July 22 on inventory. So a big thing that comes with scale, and this is really, I first started to figure this out about a year ago, August, so like literally a year ago this month, was my first 100K sales, 15K profit month. And what I did was I dropped my target ROI, and low-hanging fruit started popping up everywhere, stuff that's easy to purchase, right? We talk about this on the podcast sometimes. Ease of purchase is really important. That's the Buy Box Bandits podcast as well. So dropping your target ROI, let's say from 35% to 30% or 30% to 25%, all that knowledge you acquired on the way of getting there initially, now you start seeing a lot more. When you're in the game, you see more. And then now that you spend so much time sourcing at a certain target ROI, if you drop it a little bit, and this helps as you add more capital and everything like that, low-hanging fruit starts popping up all over the place. Also, another thing I do that a lot of other people don't do, that it's actually completely free to do, is I put myself in the information flow, right? I'm in the Amazon community. I'm constantly posting, commenting, DMing with people. So opportunities flow my way, right? Because I've built up goodwill because I provide content, actually help people get going and everything like that. And very few people do that. And it's completely free to be in the Amazon community. It's completely free to be in my Discord, to be posting on Instagram and all that. And for some reason, so few people still do it because there's no direct ROI to it. But the indirect ROI is infinite based on the people you can meet, the knowledge you can get, the money you can make with everything. So that's another thing that's really helpful for me, in that literally there was like a time during this month when I woke up to a text from someone and spent 10 grand that day on items, and eventually spent a lot more than that on that scale. Another saying, this is obviously not my quote, but simple scales, fancy fails is such a good saying. I probably sell a lot less ASINs than you think I do, and there's a lot less complexity to my business than you think there is, right? I do all the sourcing myself, right? But I'm nicely tapped in the community, so a lot of leads find my way, right? I don't use any tactical arbitrage, not on any lists, don't have any virtual assistants that help me with Amazon and all that. And it's just nice and simple, right? It grows. I'm focused. I know what I'm good at, and I do that. I buy from a certain amount of sites, and I know about coupons on and all. And the last thing is, compared this year to last year, I'm so much more confident. I don't test buy anymore, and action led to confidence, and now confidence leads to scale because I'm just buying more of what I already see and what I've already validated or know I will be able to validate, because I'm more confident in keep it charts. I'm better at reading SellerAmp. I'm better at sourcing. I know more about adding extra margin to my business with credit card cashback, with Rakuten, with Top Cashback, with rewards accounts, with coupons, buying stuff on sale, all that. So now, because I'm more confident, I've done it more, I see things other people don't, and I'm able to buy more of what I find because I'm more confident and I'm more capital, because not only has the knowledge compounded, but my money also has, and everything like that. So yeah, right? If you're looking to really scale an online arbitrage, in my opinion, the best way to do it is keep on SellerAmp reverse sourcing. Let's take a look at what that looks like. So the reason why some of the stuff I sell is really low competition, and that's a combination of a few things. One of the big parts is that I sell a lot of stuff that has variations, and variations scare away new sellers. So taking a look at this item. So this item I sold last year, I know right here. So if you hop in variations, just getting started, you can filter top to bottom and see what percentage of the ratings each variation has. So it's important to understand that the sales rank is for the entire listing. However, each ASIN has its own keep it chart. That's how you're going to verify velocity. However, this we can see down here in ratings. So we filtered that top to bottom, and we'd see that this variation has 3% of the ratings. This variation has 2% of the ratings, right? And so we can see if we look at the keep it chart on this one right here, it's going to be the most populated keep it chart because it's selling the quickest compared to the others on the listing right here. So we'd see that it's all over the place for the year. It's actually pretty stable in the grand scheme of things. Let's do that variation trick once again. Filter top to bottom. Come down here to something that only has 1% right here, which is going to be a less populated keep it chart because it's most likely selling slower right here. Oh, and then we can see, yeah, there's no supply. I'm sure when this was in stock, it was selling a lot. Yeah, right there. So that makes sense. On that, the BSR is really nice. Hopping over to the SellerAmp, we can see it's a 12K BSR right here for the entire listing. Disregard that IP right there with Adidas. Adidas doesn't, from my experience. On that, BSR 12K. I'm more of a fan of hopping here. Data, product details on Keepa. We can see the 90-day average is 18K. Anything under 50K is pretty liquid though, and this specifically being in like sub 20K is very liquid. It'll sell quick. So let's see what we can do in terms of sourcing these. So these are moving at 200, so we can pay anything under like 120, preferably on this. Hop over here. Let's see what we can do on these. So metallic gray, that'll actually be profitable off Flight Club. I'm sure they have lots of shipping and everything, but that would probably still end up being profitable depending on what that is. Let's is that slightly different color right there? Yeah, I think that's a slightly different color right there. It's black and white, so a little on the older side. $20. Let's see what we got here. So just a size 9 right here. Oh, 108, buying for 120. Type that in the profit calculator, we would lose about 30%. So that's not what I'm looking to do right here. But this is exactly how I source. So I find listings like this that I know are moving. I look for those profitably. In some cases, obviously can't find them on everything like that. Different sales happen, different coupons happen. So different buy costs exist for different stuff. And now I open up the different sellers that are on this listing with SellerAmp and take a look at what else they're carrying in their catalogs here. Typically, I'll just open up anyone. Some people only open up sellers with a certain amount of reviews, but reviews can be misleading because if they're reviews for the past 12 months, which can be, or for all time, which can be much different than their last 12 months. They could have just been on Amazon for a while right here. Then we can filter in specific brands, specific categories, and all that right here. So let's jack up a couple of these listings and see what we can do. This guy's pretty new. 600 ASINs, it's kind of a lot right there. It's a lot as well. These guys are way up there. That's 21,000. It's not going to work as well. So we got a couple listings right here. We'll take a look at. Let's see any of this Adidas stuff. Amazon not on. Yeah, Amazon sells a lot of it themselves right here. I will take a look at these. And the nice thing is every listing is a new rabbit hole to go down because there's going to be other sellers that are selling it and all that. So it's a lot of good opportunity right here. It's pretty new. It's stable as of late, and that offer count's trending down over the last month or so right here. So let's see what's moving quickest. Let's see what we got. All right, 5%. Wow, okay, I'd expect this to be profitable right here. Buy box is Merchville. We can see that competition's low. Would love to see that. $10 Rakuten on that. That's beautiful. Right there is just what we want. Terex. Black. That looks a little navy right there, but I could be wilding on that. Sure is close though. So at 110 right here. 110. It's beautiful. It's a good ROI. Sure, I'm trying to see if that's the right thing. Terex, that's a good angle right here. Part of me thinks that's navy right there, but I don't know. It says black on here. Crystal white, mesa, core black, halo blue. I don't know. It looks awful close, and it's going to end up being profitable, right? And then say you find this, then you can open up all these other sellers and see what else they're selling as well right here, which I'm going to do here as well. Variations, top to bottom. See the pricing. So we want to pay, this is pretty good. You can pay, yeah, SB. Oh, the rank's way too high on these. Let's see though. 48, 48. Wow, I'm actually on fire right here. So the rank's too high on this though. Thought I clicked that though off that store and it was a lot different. Yeah, not the case right here. If you're watching this in the future, check out this listing because if that ranks down sub 100K, this is profitable right there. And then I think we already struck out on this. Do we have this this listing right here? Take a look at 20. All right, we want this more $100 range one, so we can pay like $45.50. A perfect world right here. All right, well, it's definitely not going to work right there, so probably looking like a strikeout quick on this, but every new listing is a new rabbit hole to go off. This is exactly how I like to source products. In my own Amazon business, 250 grand of spend last month on this stuff. If you are interested, make sure you head down to the link in the description and book a call on my calendar to talk about the coaching program on that, as well as a bunch of student interviews linked in the description as well. You can check and hear from some of the people I've directly worked with to scale their online arbitrage business. All that. Make sure to subscribe. See you guys on Wednesday for another video. Thanks a lot.